This be your boy Garan'teee, man. I'm jumping off the porch with dirty glove bastards.
I wouldn't wanna dare be around nowadays, they be hating. Drifting through the nights, just me and my.
Alright, today we got Garan'teee hopping off the porch with us today.
Yo, what's good?
How you feeling today, gang?
Feeling good, blessed.
That's amazing. What you out here working on in Atlanta?
Shit. I mean, I got a few artists I done did projects with here, you know what I mean? Which I've been trying to finish up and stuff, but other than that, I be having stuff to do here.
For sure.
Yeah.
How often do you come out here to work?
How often? I mean, I think it probably started a few years ago. I used to come not so much. It was the Atlanta Hip Hop Festival that actually brought me out here in 2016, I think. Yeah.
For sure.
And after that, I've been back ever since and stuff.
For sure. How does it compare working out here versus working back home in Broward County?
I mean, the love is different. I mean, people give you their honest opinion, better than not giving you one at all. You know, back at home, they won't give you that much of an opinion, you know what I mean?
For sure.
But, you know, it's different. It's definitely different.
For sure. Where were you born?
I was born in Miami, Florida.
For sure.
Yeah.
Where were you raised?
I was raised in Broward County, yeah.
Yeah. So how would you describe your childhood growing up in Broward County, Florida?
Like I said, it's interesting. I mean, I grew up on the side, like I grew up on the east side of Fort Lauderdale. You know what I mean? When we left Miami, we was on the east side of Fort Lauderdale. So, I mean, it was interesting. Things happening, you know. It's a lot of stuff that goes on. I don't really want to get too much into it, but it was pretty interesting as a child growing up, you know, in a Haitian household, because no matter how young you is, you're going to remember when it all started, you know what I mean? So you're going to remember when the struggle started.
For real. When would you say you jumped off the porch?
Shit, I could say when my stepfather passed away. I think I was 12 when he passed away. So by the time I was 14, I was already off the porch, yeah. He was like the last hope, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Describe the Haitian culture impact it has on South Florida.
The Haitian culture, I mean, if you look everywhere, we everywhere in South Florida, you know what I mean? But, shit. You know, we came from a long way, to be honest. Just like any other culture, you know what I mean? So we made the best out of it, you know. Still struggling, still fighting. So.
For real. Would you say Voodoo's real?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What would you say is the difference between a bad spell and a good spell?
A good spell is when, okay, shit, how can I put it? I don't know, man. Like, you know, we be always like the people we be feeling like that be, you know, things be happening to them, or when you feel like a cop, you know, when they ain't doing their investigation, stuff like that. I don't know, you know, some people they activate, you know, but you know the person got to be, you know, the person can't be in the wrong. A good spell only turn bad is when the person is in the wrong. Basically, you feel me? So if something was to happen to a kin of mine, but he was in the wrong, ain't too much we could do. But if the shoe is on the other foot and like, you know, then, you know, we could like apply force, or I guess, you know, that's how they do it or whatever. But
Nah, for real.
yeah.
What would you say is the biggest life lesson you learned growing up?
Biggest life, shit. Being out late after you know, you ain't supposed to be out late. I was 14 out. My mom always telling me come in the house. I'm never in the house. And shit, that was around a year that I got shot at 14 years old. It had nothing to do with me, but just because I was, you know, on the street, hanging around, you know, shit, I got caught up. So that was one of the biggest lessons.
Would you say that's the biggest obstacle you had to overcome in your life?
Yeah, hell yeah.
When would you say you started making music?
I could say I started making music in 2000, 2007, 8, 2007, 8. Just making music with a couple of friends of mine. Not really taking it serious though, you know? But just knowing that we had to, you know, we knew we had the craft, but we ain't know where to start to actually take it serious, so.
For sure.
Yeah.
What motivated you to start taking it serious?
Hearing other people keep telling me, like close friends, and asking me, when am I gonna take it serious? Like,
Who would you list as some of your musical influences?
Zero from Texas, Bun B. I mean, I got a few influences, but as a young teenager, like wanting to make music and thinking that I had the, you know, the dedication for it, listening to people like Zero and stuff like that, because he was like different. He was different, you know, so.
How did you get your rap name?
My homeboy Capo. The first person I ever really made music with, to be honest. Like, we were damn near a group. So yeah, he gave me my name. Yeah. Shout out to J Baby.
What are your current thoughts on the rap game as of now?
I feel like it's just it's developing in its own way. That's how I feel. I feel like can't nobody really steer the direction. It's just going this way. There's people that talked about it 15, 20 years ago about it being right here in this position. So I can't really, as much as like, you know, shit, how I personally feel about it, I feel like, you know, I don't know, man, it's music. I mean, what happens in the West Coast don't really happen in the East Coast like that. And, you know, things be different in different regions of areas. So I can't really speak for the whole culture, really.
For sure. What are your thoughts on the rap culture making fun of dead people?
I feel like, I don't know, we don't do that where we from. We don't do that. I mean, I don't know, shit. Some people mourn for the people, you know, they cause damage to, or whatever. You feel me? So I don't know, we don't really do that. But I can't talk about, because that's a different side of the culture that's been going on for so long, you know what I'm saying? So I just know we don't do that over here. We don't, South Florida, we don't do that.
What's the biggest risk you took that paid off?
Shit. Freaking paying more attention to my kids, because the more I pay more attention to them, shit, more blessings came. You feel me?
What would you say is the biggest sacrifice you feel you had to make this far?
Changing my surrounding. Yeah. Basically just changing up things around me and stuff like that.
How would you describe the music scene back at home?
Oh, yeah, back at home, Broward County, we finally making a name and stuff like that. Shit, it's a big impact. It's a lot of amazing artists that's coming from out of there, to be honest. For real. It's hard to pinpoint because, you know, they coming from all different angles. So I'm actually proud of how it's been going, to be honest.
Would you say the artists are supportive of one another?
I guess they pick and choose who they want to be supportive to, I guess, you know what I mean? I guess I don't know. Everybody got their own, whoever they feel. It's a different, you know, it's just different in other places, but where I'm from, everybody got who they deal with and stuff like that.
Talk to us about your new EP, Chronicles of Pain.
Chronicles of Pain. Hell yeah, I'm actually proud of that. I'm actually proud of that project, for real. Proud of myself on that project. Felt like it was completely different from the project that I released last year around the same time. So, hell yeah. I'm actually proud of myself on that.
Then you put together so many visuals like Let Go, and then, you know what I'm saying, Vim, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Yeah,
You know
voice
what I'm
it
saying?
in my head, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, and there's more to come too, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just working on that. I got other projects too that we're supposed to be releasing near probably like in August or something like that.
What would you say is your personal favorite song from the project?
My personal favorite is the intro. Hell yeah.
Why the intro?
Cause I said some shit on there.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Some shit I had to, it took a while for me to be real with myself, and I exploited it on that track.
Yeah.
So I think the intro was a big, yeah.
So what can fans and listeners expect from your upcoming music, and when can they expect upcoming music?
Shoot, they can expect, like I said, like in August, I got a bunch of features with other artists and stuff, you know, back at home. So when I get home, it's a lot of stuff that I'm finna be getting into.
What would you say is the biggest struggle of being an independent artist?
Thinking that you don't got support in the areas that you do got support. You feel me? Sometimes our ego be all over the place because we're handling so much on our own, and it's like you be thinking you don't got supporters and stuff like that when you actually do, you know? So I think that was one of the biggest things that I had to overcome with myself. That was a self thing, for real, that I had to get through and stuff like that. And once I did that, I was good. I felt free. I felt like I was holding myself back.
For sure.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider signing to a major label?
If it makes sense, yeah. Hell yeah. I'll give them a shot, for real. If it makes sense, yeah.
What has fatherhood taught you, and how many children do you have?
Fatherhood. I got 6, by the way. Yeah, 4 girls, 2 boys. Fatherhood taught me a lot. That's why I'm still here right now, for real. They kept me safe, you know what I mean? Because you got people that honestly love you no matter what. That you feel me? Like, they don't care about nothing. Like, they actually love you, you feel me? Genuinely. And it's like when you giving back the same energy, you know, it's different. You're just watching your child grow at that point. For real, for real.
What else are you working on at the moment?
Shit, I got a few videos. I just wrapped up like 3 videos back at home, which we should be releasing start releasing them in like another week or something like that. I got a bunch of projects. I got projects with artists like Garan'teee back at home and stuff like that. So I got a few people I'm working with.
Any last words and shout outs?
I want to shout out all the artists that's around my way, you know what I mean? All the artists, all the producers, all the, you know, people that been actually putting in the genuine time into their craft and stuff like that, no matter if they were making beats and stuff like that. I want to shout out Get Your Prime On. I want to shout out just a lot of people from out my neighborhood, to be honest. FSO, that's a group from out my area. You feel me? I want to shout out Sean. I want to shout out Lil Zambo. It's a long list, to be honest. For real, I want to shout out the producers, Vamp God. If y'all ever looking for a fire producer back in Broward County, Florida, Vamp God 666. We got DC Studios over there at Dollars and Deals. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we surrounded by a lot of stuff down there, for real, for real. Just a lot of dope people coming out, for real. Hell yeah.
For sure, man. Garan'teee, we appreciate you having me today.
Yeah, most definitely.
I wouldn't wanna dare be around nowadays, they be hating. Drifting through the nights, just me and myself, hydroplaying. Sipping on